Hi everyone, this video is an introduction to my new project called Borderless Beats. Now my name's Mike Bauer, I'm a DJ and my DJ name is Bauerhaus, but before I explain more, take a look at a few of the clips from the first few episodes. So, can't actually believe it, but the first bar we've spoken to has let us grab a table.
He's an epic DJ and he asked me if I can have a set here. I said, why not? This is an open platform for artists.
So hot today. I can't wait to get the bags off the back. But I just So at the start of 2024, I decided it was time to quit my job. And this was just because I was just completely fed up with this remote style of working, waking up every day, getting on my laptop and then finishing work and just rinsing and repeating. So when I really reflected on what it was that I loved doing, well, I knew I loved music and DJing. I also knew that I really liked filmmaking. And ideally, I wanted to be able to do something that was involved in travel. Now, alongside all this, I also knew that whenever I'd worked in the past, I liked to do jobs that in some way or another help other people. So I originally trained to be a teacher, then I went into education tech, I did some volunteering, then I went into mental health tech. And I wanted to figure out if I could combine sort of the music, the filmmaking, the DJing in a context that actually supports other people. And that's how Borderless Beats was born. What if I could actually do those passions, but in a manner that has a product which uplifts other creatives, other artists, and also maybe amazing venues across the world? And that brings us to this video. So talking about the decision to quit my job, like just a little bit more, picture yourself when you're 18. Are you now doing what you hoped you'd be doing then? Because, like, I completely wasn't. I suppose I didn't really have a clear idea what I wanted to do, but I did know when I was 18, I imagined myself doing something really exciting and engaging. And I was just reflecting, like, just over the last 3 years of my jobs, and they just weren't exciting or engaging for me personally, at least not all the time. And I was just going through like peaks and troughs of feeling really unfulfilled, sometimes depressed and low, and then being okay, or maybe like switching a job to something slightly different in the same sort of sector, and I'd have a little boost and then feel low again. I think I just got bored of the pattern, and I was fortunate enough as well to have access to some therapists, so that was a really great benefit from my last job. But that actually just highlighted to me that I was really unsatisfied with what was happening. And I didn't want to keep on that track, really. So I wanted to try and do something different. Now, one thing I do want to be super clear on, because I see so many Instagram pages and things talking about, oh, quit your job and go travel and work abroad, and makes it seem like such an easy decision. It absolutely wasn't. I had this in the back of my head for maybe 2 years, maybe a little bit longer, of something that I wanted to do, and I had so much stress over it. I was terrified of leaving like a secure, well-paying job. I thought, you know, maybe I don't have a clear plan about working abroad, and is that stupid? Am I just going to lose money? Like, you know, should I be saving up for a mortgage, etc.? And then when I eventually had the idea of maybe going abroad and trying to create something in like music art and filmmaking, I was like, well, that's not a solid career. Like, will that even work? And just so much anxiety and stress around that. And actually, all that is still completely here. Like, I still get that all the time. I have moments where I'm like, what I'm doing feels really, really exciting. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, how am I going to monetize this? Stressing about it. Like, am I being absolutely crazy by doing this idea? I'm just trying to make something on my own when, no, I'm not like the greatest DJ in the world. No, I'm not like the greatest filmmaker in the world. Far from it. Do you know what I mean? Complete amateur. I'm like, what do I know about all these different things? But it just feels way more exciting. And I managed to save up some money from my job, which really, really helped. I wasn't tied down by anything really heavy, like a mortgage or, like a long-term relationship or kids or anything. So I was really, really fortunate enough to have that freedom to be able to do it. And at some point, like, I was just like agonizing over the fact that I wasn't enjoying my job. And I think the decision to just actually leap off eventually became easier than the dissatisfaction I was having every day. And so now I'm here doing this video, talking to a camera with no one around me in the middle of India, hoping that over the next few months I can actually turn this into something that really, really works. So on that track about doubts and anxieties and stuff, I've not done this in the first couple of episodes, which have already been filmed, but I do actually want to be really, really honest about, the difficulties of starting things and have an open conversation about mental health. So yeah, I will hopefully do some more videos around that and just directing. Because sometimes I think you see somebody trying to start something and it just seems like it's all going well because that's what they show. But I just want to be really, really truthful with it. And a lot of the time it's just filled with like worry and stress and just being like, what am I doing? So I will try and do some more videos around that sort of mental health aspect of trying to create Borderless Beats. Now, the purpose for Borderless Beats, which could evolve along time, this is still very, very early into it, but I'm envisaging like a community platform which connects various talented creatives, musicians, DJs, filmmakers with really awesome venues in sick locations all around the world. Now, these early few episodes focus a bit more on my own endeavours, getting gigs in different locations in India. And soon I'm going to be going to Thailand and then Goa, hoping to do the same as well. But in the future, I see it evolving more into a collaborative community. I suppose you could kind of imagine a So Far Sounds-esque thing, but with DJs instead. Maybe some similar trends to Boiler Room as well, but trying to put my own spin on it. So how will Borderless Beats actually support others? Initially, giving platform and visibility to more grassroots musicians and DJs. I know from experience how hard it is to get visibility, and if you really put your time and passion into the career, it can be incredibly frustrating. So to do something small to help out those artists would be fantastic. And then also similar to that is the same thing, but for hospitality venues, in different countries, giving them a voice, explaining a little bit more about what they want to achieve as well, if they're happy to host an event. That would be great. And further down the line, I am so open to as many ideas as possible. Perhaps something where it could be a voice sort of around mental health issues within the arts and creative community. Perhaps offering workshops down the line to support with music, arts therapy, all those sorts of things. Loads of different ideas bouncing around. I'm not really sure which ones to pursue at this stage. But I'm also really, really conscious that you don't have to stress yourself out about not having everything clear in stone. It's about having one idea, moving with that, and then hopefully bringing on loads of fantastic people as well who can start helping tackle several ideas at the same time. So, as of April 2024, what are the next steps for Borderless Beats? Well, I'm currently in India, but I am leaving India in a couple of days. So far, there have been 7 initial episodes filmed here, which is great. Way more than I originally anticipated for just 4 weeks. And I need to get the majority of those edited and sort of scheduled for out. But then I'm going to Thailand taking 2 weeks off because I am meeting a friend, but after that, hope to get back to filming more episodes, hopefully get some more DJs involved in a few different locations. Then I'm flying back to the UK, where actually, maybe we could get a launch party organised. That's an idea, and I will definitely revisit that. It might take some organising, but yeah, it's a good one to have a think about. And then after the UK, I am going to be moving to Bali, where I'm going to be staying for a few months. So hopefully, because I'm spending a little bit more time there, more time can be invested into the actual collaboration side with other artists and really getting other people in and recording their DJ sets, showing them off on the platform. If you want to get involved with Borderless Beats, please do reach out. This thing will live and die on, you know, the different sort of creative artist people that want to get involved. Now, I envision right now 3 categories of people, but that's not set in stone. If you're a DJ and musician and you want to be featured, please get in touch. If you're a venue and would like to host an episode, please absolutely do get in touch. And then also, if you're a more general artist or creative, you'd actually like to join in on the project and really see where we could push this along, please reach out. My email address is below in the comments, hello@bauerhausmusic.com. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Give me an email. I'm open to talking whenever. And actually thinking about it, I'm just going to re-emphasize that last point. So I'm going to be spending probably the majority of 2024 in Bali with this. So if you're a videographer, photographer, or someone who has editing skills, and you're quite a creative person, I really do want to hear from you. I can't continue to do this forever all on my own. It's a lot of work doing some of the DJing, finding venues, doing the filming, doing the editing, doing the social media marketing side of it all on my own. So support would be great. Yeah, so if you're interested in being involved from a project from the very start, please do reach out. So hopefully something I've said resonates with you a little bit, and maybe you actually like the idea of Borderless Beats. If so, you might actually now be wondering how you can support the channel, and it's actually incredibly easy. Just hit the subscribe button. It only takes a second. It's not going to negatively impact yourself, but it really does fuel this project. Down the line, it's going to give more opportunities to up-and-coming grassroots artists to showcase themselves. It's also going to give more opportunities to venues within hospitality to explain a little bit more about what they're about. And in the future, when we come up with more ways to give back and support others, it's going to support that as well. Every subscription really does count, and that is what's going to help drive and grow this channel. If you want to go one step even further, likes, comments and shares will really drive up the engagement as well. So it would be amazing if you can do that. But if you can't, a subscription is more than enough. And that's it for this video. So thank you for listening to me introduce a project that, quite frankly, I have no idea how it'll go. But I am really excited to share the journey with you all. The successes and the failures. Hopefully we'll get lots of amazing DJs, musicians and producers on it. Hopefully we can showcase loads of amazing venues, and who knows where it's going to go in the next few months. But I'm excited to have you all along for the journey. You can stay updated with Borderless Beats by following this channel, hoping to have an episode every week. You can also follow my Instagram, which is bauerhaus.music. I'll be posting lots of shorts and reels about the channel on there. And I also have a TikTok and a Facebook as well. The links for all these will be in the comments.